Returning to Iceland, another legend awaits amidst the frosty landscapes, where amidst the festive celebrations and northern lights, a feline figure prowls the snowy terrains. Not just any cat, but a cat of legend and lore. This is the tale of the Yule cat, or as the Icelanders call it, Jólakötturinn. The Yule cat, known in its native tongue as Jólakötturinn, is no ordinary feline. This cat is massive, and its presence during the yuletide season is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Unlike the household cats that purr and play, the Yule cat has a very specific appetite. It doesn't crave fish or mice, but rather it seeks out those who haven't received any new clothes before Christmas Eve. Yes, you heard that right. In Iceland, there's a tradition of gifting new clothes to loved ones before Christmas. And this isn't just a thoughtful gesture, it's a protective measure. For those who find themselves without new attire, come Christmas Eve, the Yule cat is ready to pounce, making them its next meal. But where did this peculiar legend originate? The Yule cat's tales can be traced back to the 19th century. However, its presence in Icelandic folklore feels ancient, as if it has always been a part of the winter landscape. The cat's legend is intertwined with other Icelandic Yuletide folklore, including the notorious ogress Grýla and her mischievous sons, the Yule lads. The Yule cat is said to be the house pet of Grýla and her brood. While the Yule cat's legend might seem like a quirky tale to some, it holds a deeper meaning. It's a reflection of the harsh Icelandic winters and the importance of being well clothed against the elements. The tradition of gifting clothes wasn't just about evading the cat's grasp, but also ensuring loved ones were warm and protected. Today, the Yule cat's legend lives on, not just in stories, but in modern Icelandic culture. From Christmas decorations to songs and school plays, Jólakötturinn has secured its place in the heart of Iceland's festive celebrations. So, as you unwrap your gifts this holiday season, spare a thought for the Icelanders and their unique tradition. And maybe, just maybe, consider gifting someone a warm sweater. From Iceland, we circle back to the Alpine regions, where another tale unfolds, where a figure both revered and feared is woven into the fabric of local folklore. This is the story of Frau Perchta, a legendary presence that looms over the 12 days of Christmas. Frau Perchta, also known as Berchta or Bertha, is a name that resonates with the echoes of ancient Alpine paganism. She is a complex figure, sometimes appearing as a benevolent goddess, other times as a malevolent witch. Her name, meaning the Bright One, hints at her once divine status. In the folklore of Bavaria and Austria, Frau Perchta is said to roam the countryside during midwinter. She enters homes during the 12 days between Christmas and Epiphany, particularly on Twelfth Night. It is said she can tell if the children and young servants have been diligent and well-behaved all year. Those who have may find a small silver coin the next day, a reward for their good conduct. But woe betide those who have been idle or naughty. Frau Perchta is known to enforce cultural taboos with a vengeance. She is particularly concerned with spinning, expecting that girls have spun their allotted portion of flax or wool during the year. Those who fail to meet her standards risk a gruesome punishment. She would slit their bellies open, remove their stomach and guts, and stuff the whole with straw and pebbles. Her appearance is as varied as her nature. In some tales, she is as beautiful and white as snow, while in others, she is an old hag with a large foot, symbolizing her ability to shapeshift. In the Tyrol, she appears as a little old woman with bright eyes and a long hooked nose, her garments tattered and torn. Frau Perchta's story is not just a tale of terror, but also a reflection of the times. She was the upholder of societal norms, a reminder of the importance of hard work and good behavior. Her legend has endured through the centuries, a testament to the rich tapestry of Alpine traditions. So, as the festive season unfolds, remember the story of Frau Perchta. Let it be a reminder that amidst the joy and celebration, there are also tales of old that carry lessons and warnings from a time long past. Moving on from the Alps, we delve deeper into the heart of German folklore, where amidst the twinkling lights and festive cheer, a unique character emerges, blending the lines between reward and retribution. This is the tale of Belsnickel. Belsnickel, known by various names such as Belsnickel, and Pelsnickel, hails from the Palatinate region of southwestern Germany. This fur-clad figure has a presence that's both intriguing and intimidating. Unlike the jolly Santa Claus who rewards the good, Belsnickel has a dual role. He brings gifts for the well-behaved and a switch for those who have strayed from the path of goodness. Dressed in tattered and dirty clothes, with a face smeared in charcoal, Belsnickel's appearance is a stark contrast to the pristine snow-covered landscapes of winter. His attire, adorned with bits of foliage, fur cloaks, and sometimes even deer antlers, paints a picture of a figure deeply rooted in ancient traditions. Belsnickel's modus operandi is unique. He doesn't sneak into homes like Santa. Instead, he raps on windows with his switch, announcing his arrival. Once inside, he quizzes children, sometimes asking them to recite Bible passages or prove their good deeds. As a reward, he scatters cakes, candies, and nuts on the floor. But here's the catch. Children diving too quickly for the treats might find themselves on the receiving end of Belsnickel's switch, a lesson against greed. But where did this fascinating character originate? Belsnickel's roots can be traced back to German myths, possibly inspired by Knecht Ruprecht, a servant of Saint Nicholas from northern Germany. However, unlike other companions of Saint Nicholas, Belsnickel operates solo, embodying both the rewarding and punitive aspects of the festive season. The tradition of Belsnickel traveled across the seas with German immigrants, finding a home in places like Pennsylvania. Today, in Pennsylvania, Dutch communities and other regions with German ancestry, Belsnickel's legend lives on, serving as a reminder of the duality of the festive season. So, as the holiday season approaches, and tales of Santa Claus fill the air, spare a thought for Belsnickel, the unique figure from German folklore who ensures that the spirit of Christmas is both merry and just. Once again, Iceland beckons us with another captivating tale, where amidst the shimmering auroras and snow-covered peaks, a group of mischievous figures come to life. These are not your typical holiday characters. They are the Yule lads, Iceland's very own band of Christmas tricksters. Forget the singular Santa Claus. In Iceland, the festive season is graced by not one, but 13 Yule lads. Each with their own quirks and characteristics, these lads descend from the mountains to either reward or play pranks on the unsuspecting populace. Historically, the Yule lads and other Christmas spirits of Iceland were far more sinister. Tales from the past depict them as mean-spirited and even evil. However, as time progressed, especially during the 18th and 19th centuries, they underwent a transformation. From being feared monsters, they began to take on a more human form, and their antics became less about terror and more about mischief. Each Yule lad has a descriptive name that hints at his favorite way of causing a ruckus. From Sausage Swiper to Meat Hook and Skyer Gobbler, their names alone are enough to paint a vivid picture of their misadventures. They arrive one by one during the last 13 nights leading up to Yule. And while they do leave small gifts in shoes that children place on windowsills, those who have been naughty might find a rotten potato instead of a treat. But the Yule lads aren't the only figures in this Icelandic tale. Their mother, Grýla, is an ogress with a penchant for mischief of her own. She's always on the hunt for her next meal, and her favorite dish? naughty children. Grila's legend is ancient, with mentions dating back to the 13th century. Over the years, while her sons became gentler, Grilla retained her menacing nature. The Yule lads serve as a reminder of the rich tapestry of Icelandic traditions. Their stories, a blend of humor and caution, add a unique flavor to the festive season in Iceland. So, as you hang your stockings and await Santa's visit, spare a thought for the Icelanders, who eagerly anticipate the antics of 13 playful lads and hope to stay off Grilla's menu. From Iceland, we journey to the neighboring frosty landscapes of Scandinavia, where, amidst the snow-covered homes and cozy firesides, a guardian spirit watches over. This is the tale of the Nisse. The Nisse, also known as Tomte in Swedish, Tomtenisse, or Tontu in Finnish, is a mythological creature deeply rooted in Nordic folklore. Today, it is typically associated with the winter solstice and the Christmas season. Imagine a small figure, not much taller than your knee, with a long white beard, donning a conical or knit cap in vibrant colors like gray or red. Their appearance might remind you of a garden gnome, but their significance in Scandinavian culture is profound. The Nisse is one of the most familiar creatures of Scandinavian folklore, and has been a prominent figure in many works of literature from the region. As folklore was romanticized and collected during the 19th century, the Nisse's popularity soared. According to tradition, the Nisse resides in the houses and barns of the farmstead, acting as a secret guardian. If treated with respect and kindness, they protect the family and animals from harm and misfortune. They might even lend a hand with chores and farm work. But a word of caution, Nisse are known for their short tempers. Offend one, and you might find yourself at the receiving end of their tricks. They could steal items, play pranks, or even harm livestock. The Nisse's history is rich and dates back to ancient times in Scandinavia. They were once considered the first farmer of the farm, ensuring prosperity if treated well. Small sacrifices like beer and food were offered to them during holidays, especially during Christmas. This tradition has evolved, and today it's common to leave out a bowl of rice porridge on Christmas Eve for the Nisse. Over the years, the Nisse's image has transformed. From being a complex creature with various functions and abilities, it has been simplified to suit modern narratives. Yet, its essence remains unchanged. The Nisse symbolizes the deep connection Scandinavians have with their land, their homes, and the spirits that protect them. So, as you celebrate the festive season, remember the Nisse, the guardian spirit of Scandinavian homes. And maybe, just maybe, leave out a bowl of porridge just in case. From the traditions of Scandinavia, we now turn to a figure known worldwide as winter's artist. There's one figure who emerges from the shadows, leaving a trail of frost in his wake. This is the tale of Jack Frost. Jack Frost, the personification of frost, ice, snow, and all things cold. He's the one held responsible for the frosty patterns on windows on cold winter mornings, the one who nips at your fingers and toes when the temperature drops. But who is he, and where does he come from? Tales of Jack Frost may have roots in Anglo-Saxon and Norse winter customs. The Finnish have Pakasuko, and the Swedes speak of Kongbor. Yet, Jack Frost's legend is uniquely captivating. He's often depicted as a sprite-like character, sometimes mischievous, sometimes heroic, but always embodying the essence of winter. Imagine a world where every intricate frost pattern on your window is the artwork of Jack. He dances across the landscape, touching each leaf, each blade of grass, turning the world into a winter wonderland. But, like many legends, there's a darker side to Jack Frost. In some tales, Jack doesn't just bring the beauty of winter, he also brings its harshness. With a mere touch, he can freeze objects or even people, turning them into ice sculptures. His control over the weather means he can summon snowstorms or blizzards at will. And while many see him as a playful figure, there are those who fear the deep freeze he can bring. Over the years, Jack Frost has been mentioned in songs, movies, and literature. From being a villain to a hero, his character has been explored in various ways. Yet one thing remains constant: his association with the cold, icy beauty of winter. So, the next time you see a frosty pattern on your window or feel the chill in the air, remember Jack Frost. He might just be around the corner, painting the world with his icy touch. As we draw our chilling journey to a close, we're left with the haunting echoes of winter's darker tales. From vengeful spirits to menacing creatures lurking in the shadows, these legends serve as a stark reminder that the festive season isn't just about joy and merriment. As the nights grow longer and the cold winds howl, remember the tales of those who roam the winter nights, waiting for their moment. In the heart of the festive season, it's not just warmth and light that thrive, but also the mysteries and terrors of the long, dark nights of winter.